For as long as people have been struck by lightning, there have been survivors. In fact, according to the National Weather Service, lightning kills more people in the United States than any other natural hazard. But what about the people who are struck and survive? Who are they, and how did they do it? In this video, we will explore the top 8 people who have survived being struck by lightning. Each of these individuals has a unique story that is sure to inspire. But before that, make sure to subscribe to us for more videos and tap the bell icon to get notified with every new video from us. So let's dive into the video. Number 8. Brittany Whirl. In 2011, Brittany, then 11 years old, was out with a friend strolling around the streets of Washington, Pennsylvania. The day was beautiful and sunny. But a few miles away, during a storm, she was struck by a lightning bolt. What are the chances? People have been known to get hit in bright sunshine, due to the fact that lightning can travel great distances before striking a person or the ground. Before she struggled to open the door to her house and found herself unable to move her left arm, Brittany had no idea. When she arrived at the hospital, the doctors informed her that the bolt had broken her arm after entering through the shoulder and exiting through the wrist. She had also spotted burn marks on her wrist and shoulder. She was fortunate that the shock did not affect her heart because she gradually recovered. Number 7. Melvin Roberts. Melvin Roberts has been struck 11 times, compared to a regular person's chance of being struck in a year being out of 700,000 other individuals. Even while living in a particular region could increase the likelihood of getting hit thus frequently, it is still a rare occurrence. Roberts resides in Seneca, South Carolina, where there is a higher than average chance of getting hit than in other states. Unexpectedly, he was injured twice while using a bulldozer and once while cutting his neighbor's grass on a sunny day. His wife alleges to have seen him being struck repeatedly, but the Guinness Book of World Records will not list him because of a lack of proof. Number 6. Alice Svensson. Lightning struck Alice, a 12-year-old Swedish girl, twice as she was taking a shower in her house in 2011. After a little pause, her relatives heard her scream twice. She was screaming and holding onto the metal shower head as they entered the bathroom in a hurry. Electrical charge had burst into the plumbing and passed through the pipes, it was discovered. Fortunately, her injuries were not fatal despite the fact that she was barefoot and completely soaked. Number 5. Sophie Frost and Mason Billington. Sophie, a 14-year-old girl. She was once strolling with her 14-year-old buddy Mason when they were both struck by lightning. Mason sustained eye injuries, but Sophie had the front of her body burned due to the electric current that had passed through the wires of her iPod. Doctors are confident that the iPod's redirection of current prevented fatal harm to her crucial organs. She is grateful to her grandmother for the iPod. Both of them recovered from their wounds. Number 4. Austin Melton. Austin Melton, a 14-year-old student at his middle school, was struck by lightning while watching a basketball game there. His companions thought it was frightening when the thunderstorm cut the gym's power, but he insisted on going outside, adding, "At least what might happen." He made a difference by going outside. The next thing he noticed was the hospital, where he was suffering from burns on his head, chest, and ankles as well as a punctured eardrum from the concussive impact of the electric charge running through his body. In honor of his bravery, he took on the moniker, Sparky, following the ridiculous spectacle. Number 3. Dylan Nicholas. Dylan, a 21-year-old worker, was eating lunch while sitting against a garage door at his job when a lightning bolt decided to charge at him. After being struck, he complained of agony and numbness as he laid on the ground and watched his chest. His fellow inmates hurried him to the hospital believing he was having a heart attack. It turned out that the garage door had absorbed the majority of the impact from the thunder, and he was all right. Number 2. Jamie Santana. In Buckeye, Arizona, in April 2016, Jamie Santana and his brother-in-law were horseback riding in the woods. They both made an effort to leave when a storm started to approach. But it was too late. Not only was he hit, but also his horse. Sadly, the horse was unable to survive the collision, and Jamie was forced to spend 4 months in the hospital recovering. He gained notoriety. He is appreciative of his second chance at life as well as his beloved horse, who accepted part of the charge intended for him. Number 1. Roy Sullivan. As unusual as getting hit 11 times may appear, Roy Sullivan is a man who experienced 7 lightning strikes between 1942 and 1977. In Virginia's Shenandoah National Park, Sullivan held a position as a U.S. park ranger. He acquired the moniker, Human Conductor, because to what seemed to be a terrible attraction between him and the lightning. When he was struck once, his truck served as a Faraday cage, rerouting the electric charge to the ground. He was struck inside the station another time. He insisted that the clouds had been following him when he was struck for the 5th and 6th times. His most bizarre experience occurred last, when he was struck by lightning while boat fishing and had to defend his catch from a bear who tried to steal it. Those are the top 8 people struck by lightning and survived. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, make sure to subscribe to us for more videos and tap the bell icon to get notified with every new video from us. See you in the next video.